Jumping into my cold bath here. Oof. Here we go. So this is Live at 5 with Callen Schaub in the cold bath on YouTube. A lot of people won't even come on here because my YouTube is not really popping. But I told my Instagram followers that I'm here. I have Instagram followers. I don't really have too many YouTube followers, but those of you who are here, who might be here, it's 10 degrees up in here. It's chilly. What's going on? FF Naples. Are you like a super fan? Number one, what does that crown mean? Keep up the great content. I don't even know. Oof. In a little ice bath here. 10 degrees Celsius. And we're launching the butterfly project, and I wanted to talk about it. Won't be in here for too long because it's cold. I also have a meeting soon. Give me a thumbs up if the audio is coming through. I'm kind of new to this YouTube game, but I'm excited to launch the butterfly project phase 2 on here. So I'll just get into it. So basically, the butterfly project was inspired by this guy. He bought my one of my artworks when I went live at 5 for 100 days like a year ago, and he got it for his daughter, a little tiny spin painting, and then like a year later, his wife reached out and said that he had tragically passed of a brain aneurysm. So that, and then his daughter requested that I make a little steel butterfly, and that was really to put like onto his grave. And she's going through, she's doing art therapy, art healing, and grief, like dealing with her grief in such a profound way. It really moved me. So of course I made her a butterfly. I made her 2, actually, one for her to put on her father's grave, and then one for her to keep so that they can fly together into eternity. And that was quite a moving story, and it inspired me a lot and just helped me. He reminded me, both of them, of the values of what art's really about. It's not about money. It's not about color, really. It's not about movement. It's about human connection, and it really hit home with me. It was really quite profound. So, it is cold up in here. I was then I just kind of that was inspiring for me to chilled for a bit. And then I had the opportunity to go to this ranch, Fly Ranch, for Burning Man, for this is only 200 people, and I wanted to bring my heart, the heart of color, and but I couldn't bring it for various reasons. To the actual, it was accepted to Burning Man, but I didn't bring it. The weather was crazy. I was also doing my retreat in Washington, and I was just overstretched. And so it was various reasons, and the tech wasn't quite there to go out into the desert, et cetera, et cetera. So I didn't end up bringing it. So, but I did get invited to this other thing, and I wanted to bring some art. I'm like, what can I bring that's more reasonable, that's a little bit smaller? I'm like, well, these little butterflies are quite small. So I sort of soft launched the butterfly project phase 1 there, and started giving them out, and it was really nice. And then I had more that, I didn't deploy them all, the first 50. all uniquely painted, and but there was a condition. I called it conditional gifting. So the condition of you accepting it is that you put you give it a name, you give it a title. So that was the only condition. And then I shared this exact story. Like online, and put out the first, like what remained of the first 50. And people, the stories and how it connected with people just really blew my mind. I spent all weekend just kind of talking with people from all around the world, just going through different processes of transformation, metamorphosis, grieving, pain, joy, the walks of life, like different chapters of life and death. And it was quite profound to me. And so it prompted me to want to launch the phase 2. So here's phase 2. Phase 2 is, again, with the conditional gifting, and again with the butterflies, these little steel butterflies that are $0. There's no cost to them. They're conditional gifting, and I'm doing 200 of them. And you're here on YouTube, which is great. So you have basically an access point where others might not have, because I'm more prolific on Instagram and TikTok, but I'm moving here because of the monetization features. So I thought it'd be a nice place to do it. So you're kind of in a good position if you want to get involved in the butterfly project. I will send you a butterfly and there's no cost to that. I cover the cost of production and the cost of shipping wherever you are in the world. So there's the 3 conditions, though. So here's the 3 conditions. 1, again, it needs a title, whether that be something of a dream, something that inspires you, or somebody that you've lost, or somebody that that you have. There's different ways to approach it. Different ways to interpret the butterfly. I don't presume to know that. So 1, name it. 2, the story. You can opt in or opt out of sharing your story, and I would love to hear the stories, and I think that other people would love to. They've moved me so much, and if in any way I can share these stories with more people, let the butterfly effect unfold, I feel like there's a real chance of just positively affecting others. It's already had such a profound effect on me and many others. And if your story can at all, do that, perhaps, there's more beauty to be had. Beauty and healing and transformation and metamorphosis. Now, the 3rd condition is the 3rd and final condition. Sorry, it's just so cold up in here. Ooh-wee, ice bath. 3rd condition is the migration, and that will be an exhibition, a show, where you can come and pick up your butterfly. So when you get your butterfly, I will actually send you a paper cutout of your butterfly first, and you can write the story of your butterfly on the back of it. It'll be a little high-res photo of it, and that becomes your ticket to the exhibition. And then when you come to the exhibition, you exchange that for the real steel butterfly with acrylic and resin, and that story is something that you can share with the world if you want. So yeah, the next phase is here, and I think it's going to debut in Art Basel. So very excited for that, and thank you everybody so much for participating. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter live because I am freezing, just coming up on 10 minutes here in the ice tub. And there'll be more lives here on um, YouTube, live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 days a week for the next 5 weeks. So excited to how long to text back? Try it. What is this? Q&A. Text. Hello? What? Enter. What is this? Done. How to text back? What? No, I don't know how to do that. Start Q&A. How long to wait to text back? We have the same name. What's going on, Callen? How do I get rid of this thing? Oh, okay. Does anyone have any questions before I go? Anyone have any questions? I'm just about to sign out. I'm just frozen. I am an ice cube. Where and when would we pick up the original? The original would be available at Art Basel, Miami. And I believe that's the last week of November 2025. And then if you can't make it, we can send it to you. I can send it to you. You know, I just thought it'd be a nice migration of people coming together and sharing their stories in person. You know, so that's one question. Anyone have any other questions? Usually I like to do 3 questions at the end. Robert, that was a great question. Still formula, like it's all kind of happening in real time. So, you know, things may change. So keep up to date on that. But great concept. Best of luck. Hope to see you in person. Yeah, come through Art Basel. That's the second question. And third, does anyone have a third question? FF Naples, you've been here for this whole time, so that's awesome. Thank you for the support. This is like my most smallest live I've ever done. You guys are part of the color crew, but yeah, thank you. I don't know if you guys follow me or how you found out about this, but I appreciate you being here. This is the beginning of something that I hope to be, something to grow into something bigger. So lots of love and sending out lots of good vibes to everyone. Welcome to the Butterfly Project Phase 2. All right, peace out. Ciao. And there's my mom. Love you.